Hey, cheers to Monday. And I mean that totally being sarcastic. You have those days where it's like you're doing everything. And right now I just got done a bunch of paperwork and I don't know. There's days and I'm just being truthful. There's days, when you're running your business and you're just looking at everything you do and you're just exhausted. And, I'm having one of those days. So I'm thinking, okay, what am I doing to keep it together? And I'm just trying to be authentic as a business owner, right? Because I've been doing it for a long time. And I think some of the things that keep it together for me is I think of, the clients that I've developed over the years that have really added to my life. And I think of the people who work for me and, what they've given to help the company grow. But we all get tired. And, I'm tired right now. I'm tired, of doing a lot. And I think everyone has those days, and I just want to be authentic. I want to tell other business owners out there, or even just anybody who's just ready to just say fuck it. There's always something that keeps it going. You just have to look for that one thing. Look for that one thing. Maybe it's sent by God. Maybe it's sent by the universe. Whatever you want to call it. But for tonight, for me, it was, one of my friends from California just, he just talked to me and just said, hey, just tell me how you feel. He could sense that I was frustrated with a couple things. Even this channel, sometimes, you're making videos, you just want to help one person. That's the intent. Right? I don't care. I don't need to make money at it. I just want to help maybe one person out there with a mindset thing or things like that. And maybe I can say one thing a little different than someone else might have said it. And maybe that'll help somebody. That's the whole reason behind anything that I'm doing, is to help others. But there's days where, you just get tired. And I'm pretty tired tonight. I've been doing a lot of traveling and stuff over the last few days, but the truth of it is, we all get tired. We just need to find those questions, and that'll help you just drive through it. Maybe it could be as simple as just get to bed, dude. You're exhausted. Your attitude will change if you get a little bit better sleep, Or maybe for some people it's like, have a drink, right? Have a beer or have a shot, maybe that'll make you feel better. And I don't recommend that, but everyone's different. And, personally, I'm just learning to just let things go and it'll work out. It always does, before my mom passed away, she used to always say one of her sayings was, "This too shall pass." She used to say that quite a bit when things got rough for her, and she just tried to install that in me. And to get to where I am in life, yeah, a lot of things have passed, trust me. So I don't know. I guess my advice to anyone listening out there would be just hang in there and, ask yourself some better questions. How can I turn this around? How can I serve others? That's always a good one. Maybe it's just, get to sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a better day than it was today. I mean, if you always had great days, right? Let's just think about this for a minute. If your days were always good, wouldn't that get kind of you wouldn't know a bad day. Like if you always had the light, could you ever see the dark? Does that make sense? You can't experience a great day without knowing what a bad day is. So there's a lot of good, I guess, that you can say that comes when you're overwhelmed or when you're feeling that anxiety, or I don't know if there's any advice to it, but I just figured I'd do a quick video on, on when I'm not at my best. When I just want to say how I'm feeling inside. Like, I like today I just feel like throwing everything up and saying, that's it, I'm done. But, this ray of hope comes through and says, hey, you know what? This too's gonna pass. And everything's gonna be okay. So, no advice, just what I'm feeling. Thanks for tuning in.